Hello everybody, my name is SJH and today I'm going to be showing you how to make 5 different double piston extender designs. So here is the first one I'm going to show you, and this one is a vertical double piston extender, and it's the most common vertical double piston extender that people use. And if you want to see a sped up design of this, this is the next double piston extender, which is the same thing but it's sped up. So you see that is a lot quicker than using this one. And now this one is the most old school one, and people were using it 12 years ago. So this is probably the most simple one. And just above it, this one is probably the most complicated one because it uses bud powering. Now saying that, both of these designs use bud powering as well. But here is this design. And this design is my only downwards going double piston extender in this video, but here is it working. So now it's time for me to show you how to make them. So let's start with this one here. So first you need a button with a repeater going into a piston, and then another sticky piston on top. And then from this repeater, an observer, and then a block, and then make sure to place the block on top of this, on top of these two pistons. So this is the double piston extender. And now let's move on to this one. So this one is basically exactly the same as this one here, but instead it's got this little part added on, and this part, because a stone button stays on for 10 ticks and then it goes off. 10 ticks is 1 second, which is why this takes a lot longer to go up and come back down. But this bit here turns it from being a 10 tick pulse into being a 4 tick pulse. And a 4 tick pulse is the shortest pulse that you can use to go into one of these double piston extenders. And now I'll show you how to make the 4 tick pulse. So there's a button on a block, and then another block with redstone, and then a sticky piston with a block on top, and then another block with a repeater set to 4 ticks coming out, and then another block with a repeater set to 1 tick. And now we're basically doing this part. So there's the repeater, and then we do the 2 sticky pistons with the observer and the 2 blocks. And there is the quicker design. Now I'll move on to this one, probably the simplest design out of all of these designs here. So this one you need, so this is the only, this is a horizontal design, and there's only 2 horizontal designs that I'm showing. So there's 2 pistons, and then the first piston that will be pushing the other piston needs to have a repeater going into it at 2 ticks, and then this second piston needs a repeater with 4 ticks, and then there needs to be redstone dust here, and then 2 other bits of redstone dust, and then a lever. Oh, and a block, of course. So there is the third one. So now this one is probably the most complicated one that I'm going to show, because it uses a target block, and it uses a falling edge monostable circuit, which basically, when the lever turns off, that's when it activates, but it doesn't turn. But when the lever turns on, it doesn't activate. So I'll show you how to make it. So first, you need a block with the lever on top, and then you need another block with a repeater set to 2 ticks, another block with redstone, and then a target block. And then underneath the target block, 2 sticky pistons with a block, and then underneath the lever, a normal piston, not a sticky piston, and then next to this normal piston, you do a sticky piston and an observer facing, so that its face is looking downwards. So that's the fourth double piston extender that I'm showing, and time for the final one. So this is the only downwards facing one that I'm going to show in this video today. So first, you need to go up, and then a button with a repeater coming out of it, and then 2 sticky pistons, and from the first sticky piston, an observer with a block, then underneath the block, redstone dust, and then a block with a repeater, and then place the block on the face of this piston, and that is the downwards going double piston extender. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Goodbye.